Amy Winehouse's tragic death puts her in the sad club of influential musicians who died at age 27.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for curses in the entertainment industry that seem to be more fact than fiction, and in many cases have been tied to tragedy.
People say racing is dangerous, but I'll take my chances on the track any day than on a highway.
Number 10, Superman Curse. Even comfort characters can harbor dark energy. Several Superman productions over the years have caused people to notice the chilling connection between some of those involved. Actors who've portrayed the comic book character have gone on to suffer immense tragedies, such as Christopher Reeve's paralysis and health issues in the 1990s.
As a man, he was known for his courage.
You have to say, I deny these limitations. There are no limitations.
Others, like George Reeves, passed away suddenly. Even those portraying supporting characters like Lois Lane or Jor-El have suffered hits to their careers or mental health.
Kind of became the poster child for mental health, and so it's now become very rewarding to speak to people, particularly patients.
The crew of Superman Returns was also supposedly affected, with 3 members being injured. However, this curse has fortunately skipped over others involved in the franchise.
He'll be best remembered as a tireless advocate for stem cell research.
I'm going to fight for the cure. I'm going to fight for funding. I'm going to fight for change.
Number 9. Katy Perry haunted by none. Could this be why she went from pop princess to pop pariah? In 2018, Katy Perry was entangled with a legal battle with 2 Los Angeles nuns over the purchase of their former convent.
At 87, Sister Catherine Rose finds herself locked out of her old home and fighting the church she spent a lifetime serving.
After years of fighting in court, Sister Catherine Rose collapsed in the courtroom and died. Just hours beforehand, she pleaded with Perry to cancel the sale.
She wanted to block the sale of her former convent to pop star Katy Perry. Rose collapsed and died in court today during a hearing involving the ongoing battle.
Since then, the singer has struggled professionally and personally. Her recent albums and singles have had no staying power, and her Lifetime's tour and spaceflight have gotten dragged online. To top it all off, her long-term relationship with Orlando Bloom ended. It's hard to say if Sister Catherine's final words to her are the reason, but the coincidence is too eerie to ignore.
Katie's been upset with where her career is currently, and it's caused stress in their relationship. Orlando tried to be there for her, but it got too tough for him.
Number 8. The Curse of Rosemary's Baby.
Come on, open up, Ro.
Go to hell!
Come on, honey, no one's gonna hurt you.
You promised them the baby!
No,
Get out!
It's been claimed that the 1968 film Rosemary's Baby was an extremely ill-fated production. One of those most affected was director Roman Polanski. He was aware of it and claimed in his autobiography that in 1969, he'd had a thought that he would never see his wife Sharon Tate again. Weeks later, she was slain by the Manson family.
5 persons, including actress Sharon Tate, were found dead at the home of Miss Tate and her husband, screen director Roman Polanski.
That only scratches the surface of the tragedy surrounding Rosemary's Baby. The composer, Christoph Komeda, suffered a fall that resulted in a coma, a similar fate to one that occurred in the story. Producer William Castle was hospitalized the following year, where he claimed to suffer hallucinations of the movie. With so many people being affected, it seems that it may be cursed after all.
What have you done to him, you maniac?
Satan is his father, not Guy.
Number 7. The Kennedy Curse. The Kennedy family is one of the most well-known and devastating examples of political figures who have fallen victim to strange occurrences. Since 1944, several direct relatives of Joseph Kennedy Sr. have met unbelievably tragic fates.
Robert Kennedy was shot at 12:15 p.m. Pacific Coast Time. The end of a brilliant political and public career. At the age of 42, Robert Francis Kennedy was dead.
John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert were victims of political assassinations, while others like Joseph Jr., Kathleen, and John Kennedy Jr. suffered aviation accidents.
While no flight plan was filed, none had to be under the circumstances of this flight. They were bound for Martha's Vineyard. The plane was due there about 10 o'clock. Never got there.
Over a dozen members of the family have been affected in one way or another, with the most recent death occurring in 2020. Senator Ted Kennedy even remarked on it shortly after he accidentally drove off a bridge in 1969, wondering if there was a dark aura hanging over them all.
Such questions as whether the girl might still be alive somewhere out of that immediate area, whether some awful curse did actually hang over all the Kennedys.
Number 6. Billy Bob Thornton co-star curse. A co-star passing away once is a tragedy. Twice is a coincidence. But several in the span of a decade have made some wonder if there's a greater power at play. Since the late 1990s, several of Billy Bob Thornton's colleagues have died after starring beside him in a movie. It all began with J.T. Walsh, who passed away 2 years after appearing in Sling Blade alongside Thornton.
Carl? Who'd you kill? Was it the boy?
Bad Santa actors John Ritter and Bernie Mac met their own fates in 2003 and 2008 respectively.
Comedian Bernie Mac was only 50 years old when he died over the weekend from what his publicist said were complications from pneumonia.
It's even believed that Heath Ledger, who appeared alongside Thornton in 2001's Monster Ball, could be considered a victim of this dark phenomenon. Whatever the case, a lot of talent was lost in that short time span.
Heath Ledger's death, his body was found this afternoon in that white building behind me by a housekeeper. Police sources tell our local affiliate WNBC that the housekeeper...
Number 5. The Curse of the Porsche 550 Spider. When James Dean wasn't acting, he was racing.
Do you have any special advice for the young people who drive?
Take it easy driving. The life you might save might be mine.
His final car was a 1955 Porsche 550 Spider, which he'd planned to enter in the Salinas road race. He would never get the chance to. On September 30th, 1955, he passed away in a horrific crash.
It was a beautiful, clear day. The road seemed almost deserted.
Since that day, there have been several occurrences of the car bringing tragedy wherever it goes. In 1959, it was merely sitting in a garage when it caught ablaze. A doctor who purchased it and installed the engine into one of his own cars crashed, but he still fared better than the man he reportedly lent other parts to, who died in his own accident.
What's it for? He's turning left. He's got a shit.
Today, the Spider, along with Dean's other Porsche, is missing, which may be for the best. Number 4. The Lee family curse. When 2 generations of talent are extinguished in otherwise avoidable ways, it's hard not to wonder if there's a curse involved. What would have been the biggest movie of Bruce Lee's career premiered just days after his unexpected death.
The circumstances surrounding my father's death are ever a hassle, is when people who continue to perpetuate this myth that something untoward happened come and bother me about it.
A sudden passing like his is tragic, but not out of the ordinary. But then history repeated itself with his son Brandon. While working on The Crow in 1993, 20 years after his father's passing, a mishandled prop led to his own untimely demise.
Brandon's on-set tragedy falling in a year packed with tributes for his dad, commemorating the 2 decades since Bruce died under mysterious circumstances.
Much like his father, the film would have most likely catapulted him into superstardom. What makes it even spookier is that his dad's last film includes a scene where his character is shot with a prop gun and lives.
The long-standing myth, in part positing Bruce's Hong Kong home was spiritually unbalanced, creating a hex that caused his death, then Brandon.
Number 3. John Lennon and the Curse of the Number 9. This may be one of the most prominent cases of numerology within the entertainment sphere.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
John Lennon came into the world on the 9th of October. His house number was 9, and he performed his first set at the Cavern Club with the Beatles on February 9th, 1961. The connection continued as he catapulted to global fame. The band's first appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show was on February 9th, 1964. The number 9 also made appearances in a few of Lennon's songs, strengthening its significance even further.
Dream of
It's unclear why the digit was so prominent throughout his life, but it seemed to be attached to him until the day he was murdered, 9 years after moving to the United States.
This is today, December 9th. I'm here with Jane Pauley, and this entire half hour will be devoted to the murder of John Lennon, ex-Beatle, one of the best-known musicians and most influential people of his time.
Number 2, Atuk curse. Within a span of 2 decades, some of Hollywood's most promising comedic talent died before their time. The thread connecting them all? Atuk. Originally intended for John Belushi, the film would have centered around a Canadian Inuk of the same name. The same year Belushi accepted the role, he was found dead.
Comic actor John Belushi died today at a rented hotel bungalow in the Hollywood Hills.
Several other attempts were made to create the film, but no matter who they called upon, tragedy struck.
Good evening. Some stories we're following. Tributes pour in for one of Canada's most famous entertainers. John Candy is dead at the age of 43.
John Candy passed in 1994, and Chris Farley followed in 1997.
You knew him from Saturday Night Live.
I want Holyfield!
Chris Farley has died in Chicago.
It's even been said that the curse affects actors who've merely read the script, such as Phil Hartman.
It's fascinating to me that all of these guys who were involved with this film have passed away. Is there a curse on it? I don't know, but it's just a weird thing.
Though the existence of a curse was denied in 1999, the film has remained in production hell for years, where it will hopefully never claim another victim.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, the 27 Club. You may not think Kurt Cobain and Charles VIII have anything to do with one another. However, there is one thread connecting them and dozens of other prominent figures, dying at just 27 years old.
Kurt Cobain's body was found inside a garage apartment adjacent to his Seattle home.
The 27 Club is an unofficial list of famous figures who passed at that age, and is so frequent that some speculate there's more to it than pure chance.
And so many people blogging and tweeting throughout the day today about an almost eerie coincidence. So many young music stars lost, and so many lost when they too were 27.
Multiple studies have been conducted trying to deduce whether it's due to statistical probability. That has been refuted, all but removing logic from the equation entirely. The supposed curse has been associated with many tragic celebrity deaths over the years.
The 27-year-old cut down by that freak car accident outside his Hollywood Hills home early Sunday morning.
Which of these curses do you believe are real? Let us know in the comments.